Okay guys, welcome back to my Minecraft world, episode 37, and yeah, I wasn't planning to do a big build this episode, but kind of worked out that way. Let's do a quick check on what I've just done. I mentioned in the last video that I wanted to fix this a little bit, so I've done that. I've got rid of the kind of soft corner on here that I was trying to do. Yeah, it wasn't working, was it? So I got rid of that. I got rid of the chiseled sandstone blocks that were here and replaced them with trapdoors like they're on the back. I think I should have checked this. Yeah, they're spruce on the back, but I feel like who cares on the back? On the front, you want I feel like these doors are more like stately looking, more expensive, I guess, or whatever. And this is a bank, so no expense spared on the front, but on the back, maybe they're cutting costs just because they're like financially minded or whatever. And it's spruce on the back. And then I fixed the windows. They were glass blocks before, but I've put them as panes. I did it on the back as well. And that required me to fix this a little bit. So yeah, that's also fixed. And then yeah, on the back these are glass panes as well. So that's the bank sort. Oh, and I added a little guardrail here. So yeah, that's the bank sorted. Actually, I've been replenishing my wood supplies and to repair my stuff. I've done a bunch of trading, so I actually do have emeralds I can put in the bank again now. Here's my makeshift wood farm. So do I have any? Yes, I do. Let's just make some space. What I've been doing is just doing a row of saplings. And then each of these dispensers has some bone meal in. And then I've just got a little hopper clock here. Not hopper clock, observer clock. There we go. Now these are all done. Then I've been, yeah, just doing this a bunch. I've even done... What did I do? I even farmed some more mangrove trees, which was not a fun experience. But my stocks were running a bit low. So I've been doing that. Yeah, quick recap then, before we get stuck into today. Last episode, built this bank. Yeah, and as I mentioned, I actually have a little stockpile of emeralds I could offload into here now. That was kind of the point of building it. Well, that was the function I gave it. But the point of it was to like flesh out this shopping area. Then yeah, also added the Christmas tree. These will change to be presents at some point. I need to remember to log on and take a screenshot or something, so I can actually see what it looked like. Yeah, I mentioned also I wanted to sort out this area, because here's a little hint at what I'm going to be doing. I wanted to sort out this area because I forgot that I had all these kind of just torches everywhere. So I'm going to update the town lighting a bit. Got a few more odd jobs that I want to do. But yeah, I want to add some more of these lampposts in. And yeah, so let's just get those done. And then we'll come back and talk about what I'm building today. Hey guys, welcome back. I just heard a zombie. It's too early for there to be zombies. So, do I have one? The hell? Is there one above me? So, yeah, I've just done these odd jobs. Is there one in here in the museum? There's got to be a hollow bit under the museum. Whatever. So, yeah, I've just done all these little odd jobs. Including these little street access to the underground bit. Like manhole cover type things. Yeah, so under here I've just made a little berry farm, like just a manual thing. I don't know if I need these for anything. I just saw it in a random YouTube short. I wish I remembered who it was that I saw. But they did like a bunch of, like, here's a few like quick and easy farms you can build in like early game stuff. And it's like, huh, I don't have a thing for amassing berries if I need them at some point. So yeah, there's that. Let's just close this one. And then got another one other side of this. I've got loads of access actually over here. Let's just look. Oh, this is working nicely. Yeah, eventually this area is going to be covered up. And I just realized I already have like access from the street to down here, but I guess no, this is still worth it. So I've got another one over here. Yeah, this one, it's pretty close to this access to the underground, but this bit I guess goes directly to the wheat farm. So yeah, if I ever put something on this side, like over here, I guess this is easy access, but I mean this comes straight down to here anyway. Whatever, that's done. It's gonna bug me if I, now that I know this is could be an underground bit. If it's just covered in grass, it's gonna bug me. Oops. Yeah, so that's this area done. I also sorted out that one villager. So I think what the issue was one day, I guess one of them slept in this bed and he could pop out onto here, which I didn't realise. So I just filled up this gap with dirt. I filled this up with dirt just in case they pop out onto here. And then, oops, I don't think they can reach this bit. And it's like, it's halfway up a block with these slabs, so I wouldn't expect them to like jump up to here. But yeah, that was really annoying to to fix, but that's done. Come on. Go down. Jeez. Yeah, so that was a load off my mind. This bit, got some lampposts in, brought back the wall design that I've used elsewhere in the town. And yeah, that's allowed me to put some lanterns up. Let's just put the light overlay on in a sec. Yeah, I just put some trees in, kind of frame the entrance to the castle a little bit. Kind of blends in really, doesn't it? But yeah, that's there, that's done. I brought up the light overlay. So unfortunately, the lighting here doesn't quite reach. I might end up extending the walls up further up to up here maybe, because now we've got this little bit where it's just not. You know what? I'll put an ugly torch right in the gate just so I remind myself, yeah, you need to fix this. But I like this at the moment because it's just like these little pockets that just house the trees. Yeah, and actually, I need to come up with a better solution because there's all this bit as well. I mean, this bit's not too much of a worry, but this bit here is a bit close to the entrance, and like a zombie can just walk up here and yeah, get in at my villagers, which I don't want to happen again. What else did I do? Was that it? Oh yes, I sorted out that chopping board that I never went back and did in the kitchen in the restaurant. I very unnecessarily went out of my way to do some armor stand mod stuff. I wanted a little knife like on the chopping board, and yeah, that was unnecessarily fiddly. But I got that done. I could have just put the sword in the item frame that's under here. In fact, isn't that the point? Isn't that the point of the item frame being there? I'm such an idiot. Why didn't I do that? I guess, you know what? Let's quickly, because the sun's going down. Let's go get some raw meat, if I have any. Ah, I don't have any raw meat. So, I'm gonna go on a quest and kill a cow. Okay, I got salmon instead. I'm in the mood for fish, so... Ah, that's really annoying. Let's do it like that, and then I'll move the sword over a bit more. That'll do. I've turned it around a bit more, the salmon. Yeah. Guess it's being filleted or deboned or something. There we go. Sorted. Was there anything else? Yes, last one. I just added some little mini block beehives. Just to be like these look like storage boxes, kind of. So, yeah, maybe these are like full of documents or something, and yeah, they're just... I've got 1, 2, I think I'd brought 3. Oh, and then the third one, I think. Yeah, it's up there, up on the bookshelf. So, yes, a few odd jobs out of the way. A couple of things I wanted to get back to and just forgot about. Anyway, on to today's big project. So, a few weeks ago, got a new friend to the channel, viewer who just went through all my videos and commented on everyone, and it was really nice thing to do, and I super appreciate it. So shout out to Dale, Eagle Feather 001. I'll put his comment that I'm referencing up on screen right now. It was something along the lines of using the space under here where I've got all these ugly farms that I don't want to dedicate a whole building to or whatever. Using part of it as storage for boats for the river, because I'm pretty sure I mentioned that at some point. I wanted to do some canal boats, that sort of thing, old English canal boats. He mentioned it'd be cool to have place where they're stationed or whatever. So I took that suggestion and I keep getting all these clips recommended on YouTube from Peaky Blinders, and maybe this ties into another comment that I've had. I can't remember now. I can't keep it straight in my head if this was my idea or I took inspiration from other comments or not. But if I did, I'm sorry that I've forgotten who said it. But yeah, so the sort of underground boat mooring area. So I'd figured out I would have that area, and then on top of it, I would have a building that it'll have a maintenance area where they repair the boats. And unfortunately, that won't fit over here for my sort of plan for this area. So I'm adding a new zone to the town where this is going to be... I actually didn't have something for this area over here, but I think this is going to be a sort of craftsman, artisan sort of area. Maybe it'll be similar to the factories over there, or over past these buildings. It'll be similar to that, but it'll be more like maybe there'll be like a textiles factory or something, or like a jeweler's, and then like this like boat crafting building, which is going to go roughly here. Yeah, and then actually roughly here, because I think this is where. No, I'm confused. I'm confusing myself now, but it'll be around here. So yeah, a few canal boats. I've got the materials ready, and the building will be the sort of local like boathouse sort of thing where they can go and get repairs. Yeah, a mini bit of lore for this episode. The underground areas in the town, as suggested by the word underground, they're like shady, and they could be like a place for like dodgy dealing and stuff. But yeah, I've been seeing all these Peaky Blinders clips showing up in my YouTube like recommended stuff, and it's prompted me to kind of invent a gang that could operate in these shady places, like operating in the town, I guess. But then eventually when I move on to building a city and so on, they'll be there too. It's not just in the town. Like maybe in the town they're more of a gang, but by the time we move on to the city, then it's more like a Godfather-esque mafia type deal. I don't know yet. That's what's kind of in my mind with this one. I've got all this stuff left over from the previous build, so I'm just going to get rid of this and then I'll get on with the build. And I'll see you on the other side for a walkthrough. Okay, slight tangent. I just put some stuff away. Actually, I'm still holding it. But this zombie sound was confusing me. Like, where is it? Is it underneath the building? Like, I'm positive this is solid ground under here. And let me just put this away. Yeah, so I came out. I started digging. I've covered it back up again. And I was like, it sounds like it's above me, but there's no space in the building, surely. So let me just, oops, hide that. Yeah, there's a zombie in my wall. And I play a lot with the sound off, or like while I'm watching a TV show or something. There it is. My god, how long has this guy been here? Oh, he's armoured as well. Oh man, I get some decent loot off this guy. Let's just... My god. What's that? Oh, I thought it was his head dropping. But it's, okay, I need to put a torch in there, jeez. Well, okay, whatever. Back to the build. back, guys. Build's done. I'm just going to grab some books because I've got a couple of chiseled bookshelves need filling. And I've done a little bit of extra building texturing stuff that wasn't part of my schematic. Oh, actually, let's start over this way because I've got a boat over here. So my original plans for the town, I think I'm still going to do this, has this being like the entrance to the town, right? So the starter village is off in this direction. The road there, I guess the path, kind of fizzles out here because this is kind of where I need to put some more stuff. It's going to be like houses and stuff like on the outskirts. Maybe I need to do like petrol stations and stuff. Maybe like a little corner shop and a petrol station, that sort of thing. But then over here, this is meant to be a little fishing dock. So, yeah, I guess it'll be more than a shipping dock. It might be like a little loading dock as well. And yeah, it's like right next to the factory. So I thought, let's put some like generic building stuff on this one. So this is like a little cargo version of these like canal boats. These are really small, smaller than I anticipated. I wanted them to be kind of this big, but maybe a block taller and a block wider just to get some more detail in. But yeah, they also, just get another look at it. Yeah, so stuff going on here. I need to fill in this area, but yeah, stuff going on here. Then, ooh, the door has been broken. No, it's still there. Then we've got another one over here, and yeah, this is why they are this small. I mean, they're small anyway, but yeah, this has to fit feasibly under the bridge. So there's 2 blocks of clearance here above the water. So yeah, these are a block and a half, 2 blocks tall on purpose. And I like this one the most, I think, because this was loosely based on the old rag doll from Rosie and Jim from my childhood. Don't know if anyone remembers Rosie and Jim. Got another one, just the same build, just different colours. Quite like this one as well. This is another picture of a canal boat that I looked at, had this sort of colour scheme. So yeah, the build. Let's fly around again. Yeah, we're using this same idea I've used in a couple of builds now. Namely the castle and this building here, where we have sort of an original building made with stone, and I don't know, it's originally kind of, I feel like this would originally, because it's like dealing with the boats and bringing stuff from the village maybe, or transporting stuff before we have cars and things. Yeah, so I've started it at the base and kind of, where is it? Kind of centrally. The main structure is intact. It's the same color scheme, same build palette as the starter village. So we've given it this kind of Tudor-esque kind of aesthetic, same as the starter village, to kind of give the idea that, oh, this is a really old, one of the really old buildings in the town, probably one of the first, and it's survived this long. It had to be patched up with modern materials, same as we've done with the castle where it's been broken, or this building where, yeah, this is an old one as well where it's been reworked with mud bricks and so on. Let's just sleep real quick. Yeah, so what else have I done since the time lapse? I swapped out some blocks. I forgot to texture the build in creative, so I've come back and I've put in some granite, the mossy blocks and the cracked stone bricks, And I got a few packed mud bricks and packed mud blocks in there as well. Then I've dotted around a bit of bone meal, got some grass going. I think that's it. I think I might have tidied up some of this area a bit more as well. Like there's still grass hasn't grown on this yet. R.I.P. squid. Yeah, so let's get into the build. So yeah, as I said, the kind of the center of the structure is this old build palette from the starter village, and yeah, I don't know what might have caused the flanks of the building to break. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there was some attack on the town or something, which also resulted in the damage to the castle, and that's when they decided, oh, we need to rebuild stuff, but we don't have the old stuff to do it with. Let's use the new stuff. Yeah, anyway, so it's the boathouse, like a boat maintenance place as well. So we've got some little boats outside. I feel like these are kind of ready to go boats in case someone's drowning or something and we need to get in there quickly and save them. I don't know. I feel like these are the equivalent of like life vests, or like the ring that you have on the side of rivers and stuff. We just got some storage out here. Struggled with making this kind of not this generic like warm coloured mess. So stuck in some leaf blocks and got some bushes and stuff on the outside. Out here, more storage, like just strewn about, give it some shape. Got this little awning thing just to shelter some more stuff. I think it's just, yeah, more bushes over here. So let's start down here. So this kind of gate that's half closed, this is where the boats would come in. I did measure it, and it does line up with the thing that's upstairs. So boat would come in, and it should line up with the back of the thing. Yeah, if people aren't familiar with this sort of boat, really, this thing on the back is kind of like where the person like driving the boat stands. I'm saying this like I know from like experience, but it's just like seeing it on TV and maybe once or twice when I was little. Yeah, so at the back is where you can just like step off basically. So that's why, going back in here, the sort of way onto the path in here is at the back, because the boat would pull into here and then you can just step off onto here. So yeah, just basically this is meant to be like a, oh, this is something I did when I was just texturing. I wanted to add a bit more depth into this wall at the back, so I did that. But yeah, so this bit up here is meant to be like a retracting door, or like it'll open like and split open in the middle to lift a boat up out of the water, so it can be worked on in here. So yeah, this is the little workshop. I've come in and done a bit of extra stuff in here as well. But I just realised I need to grab something from my tools box. I need my statues book. So yeah, workshop. Boat being like pulled up by all these gears and stuff up here, and so it can be worked on. And I figure the blacking on the bottom of the boat. I learned something making this build. So the black stuff on the bottom of the boat, I noticed like all the pictures I was looking at, they were all black on the bottom. It's like a mixture of like bitumen and stuff to protect the hull, so it doesn't get eroded in the water. So yeah, I guess this boat's been brought in for like have its blacking stuff redone. And then I've got this like vat of it here. And it's like a mixture of bitumen and something else. I can't remember what the something else was now. But we've got this like mixing station here to make some more. And it's like being actively poured out of this bit. And then if we look outside, I've got these bits here where maybe this is like a refueling docking mechanism. So yeah, the black stuff goes in here and the white stuff goes in here, and it feeds into these tanks basically. And I've done this sort of thing in the iron farm, like the smeltery factory, where I think it's like warped wood, warped logs and acacia logs stripped, and then I have the like corresponding color of glass to make it look like it's a half-empty tube of some sort. Anyway, I thought this was kind of cool, like a sort of machine thing where this is being mixed. Then yeah, we've got like a tank of it closer, and then got a brush here. Let me just invis this. Yeah, and maybe like a smaller pot for like you put some in to get close and apply it. And over here we've got some wood that's being painted. I'm a bit pleased with myself with this one. So maybe the wood's this color and it's being stained or painted or something. There's some like red paint has dripped on the floor. And then I did some armor stand stuff. It's kind of poking out because the brush is a bit too big. But I've got a brush in a pot here like it's being washed off, or maybe there's the red paint's in here or whatever. Found my bookshelves that need populating. Yeah, just like a little workstation here, another big like desk here with maybe the steering mechanism thing is being worked on here. So it's just this bit of the boat that I've put on here. And then back this way, got some like generic machine type thing. Don't know. Needed some like machinery in here. Yeah, maybe this is a hull section being worked on here, or being built maybe. Got this like strip lighting sort of thing to illuminate the workstation. Got another brush, needs making invisible the frame, I mean. So maybe this is being used in conjunction here to work on this stuff. Then we've just got some more like storage crates and things. And more books needed there. Let's do that. Yeah, and then just some tools on the back here. Yeah, this is why I think I said in a previous video, I might have cut it, can't remember. This is why I wish we could rotate these. But yeah, there's different tools on the sides, and yeah. Anyway, there's that, and then there's just nothing under there. It being too wide kind of annoys me a bit. I should have just made it 3 wide, but I felt like if it was 3 wide, it needed to be a bit taller. And then I couldn't squeeze it under the bridges. But yeah, that's why I have 2 lanterns on here, which looks kind of awkward to me, but it still works, I think. Yeah, so one more thing, and it's time to sleep again, so I'll just do that before I start the next bit. So if you were paying close attention in the time-lapse, hopefully it's visible in there, there is a secret in this underground bit. And it's over here, behind this, like, these storage crates and things. There is a hidden door. Now, I figured this is where some of the, like, dodgy gang dealings are taking place. It's kind of secluded. Maybe they use the canal boats as, like, their smuggling stuff or whatever. It's kind of giving me his Dark Materials sort of vibes with Egyptians, like, hello, guess we've got pet squid in here now. Yeah, this is where I figure some of the dodgy stuff goes on. So we've got this secret escape door, which is normally yeah, hidden behind these, and it's just a quick escape tunnel. If the fuzz shows up, then it just comes out over here, and we've got a little escape boat, and maybe this is like escape with some of the goods sort of thing. You got like the bulk stuff has come in on the canal boat, and now you just take the good stuff, the stuff you're owed as your like protection money or whatever, because you're a gang member. But yeah, so again, I think I need to talk a bit more about the gang stuff, because I think kind of want to clarify stuff with that. But I feel like in this world there isn't really any like really bad crime happening, and by that I mean like people aren't usually hurt or killed as a result of the level of crime that takes place in this world. Like maybe there's like the odd heist or something, but or like a robbery or murder, but they're probably like super rare, and they're like in the heat of the moment sort of things. They're not premeditated, and that's because there's actually like clearly defined evil in the world that everyone rallies together to fight against, and that's the antithesis, right? The malevolent one of the nether gods. Go back to episode 25 if you don't know what I'm talking about. Well, basically the cliff notes of him is that he's the one that's responsible for hostile mobs showing up at night and that sort of thing. So I feel like there's never really been like big conflicts or wars amongst like the different peoples in the world, because they always had like the perspective that there's a bigger threat to deal with, and they're all stronger together than they are apart. So for example, elves and dwarves typically never get on with each other, but in this world they've never like gone to war over it or anything. They just didn't necessarily agree with each other, and they just did their own thing. Dwarves went to live underground and like pursue metalworking and technology and riches and stuff. And then elves like just built their towers for their science and their magic. And then when the circumstances called for it, they lent each other a hand dealing with like zombie hordes that got out of control, or sealing like an end breach, which is spewing endermen into the overworld. Stuff like that, right? Anyway, all that is to say that the gang / mob people that operate amongst the human population, they aren't necessarily like full-on criminals. I think there's a line in season 1 of Peaky Blinders where the barman in the pub is talking to Tommy, and he says, like, you're bad men, but you're our bad men, so we're like rooting for you. So that's what I feel like the gangs are more like in this, is they're more like vigilante groups maybe, but I guess they bend the rules or break them even, and they deal in like money and favors and stuff to protect their people. And maybe originally they were born out of necessity in like the smaller towns and villages and stuff, where they started out maybe like as a local militia banding together to protect people from hostile mobs, until like human society grew enough that they could expand enough and have like police and military and things that could step in to do that stuff like formally. Anyway, that's something I've wanted to talk about for a while actually, is the idea of there is like there's still grey in this world, but there is definitely a clearly defined black. Maybe it's grey and black. There's not necessarily a pure white on this spectrum. I don't know. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself because I haven't thought that out fully, but there's definitely that pure evil that kind of puts everything into perspective for the people in the world. Right, I can tidy this up after, but there's something I've had in my notes for every video that I've done for the past like 2 months, and it is basically update the maps in the castle. And I've done like, I think I've done all this maybe. Definitely done this. And I haven't updated the maps. So there's quite a lot to update, including the new build. Hopefully that's actually on there. Okay, let's see where we're at. Oh, will it be on there? I might just catch the edge of the build there. So let's grab this. Definitely need this. Okay. Let's do a quick flyover the new build. And let's see. Oh, there it is. That's nice. So that's good news because I feel like this is like the edge of where I want to build here. And then there'll be more builds like... can I... No, how do I... I want to like point my mouse... yeah, this kind of works. Yeah, there'll be more builds here and maybe up here. And then at some point we've got to remodel the village. But yeah, that's good news. So where's this one? Over here. Ah, let's get a run up on this so we can watch all these houses show up. Yeah, look at that. That's satisfying. Oh dear. Pull up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm a fan of that. Right. So, and the Christmas tree. Let's just, yeah, that's cute. Oh man. I feel like that tree's got to stay there after Christmas is done. I'll just take the decorations off. That's something that happens in my town in real life, is that actually in my town the lights stay on the tree the whole year. They just don't turn them on unless it's like December. Yeah, I'll get rid of the snow and the presents and stuff, but I'll leave the tree up so it functions like a real town. And then I'll just put these on again next December. Okay, so we're getting somewhere now. Next episode, I think I want to do some more stuff that's like more gameplay stuff. I've done a lot of just building in this series recently. It's partly why it's part of why I started the medieval series, was that I kind of missed just doing stuff in the game. So yeah, I've still got a few farms I could set up, or like things I could do. Another thing I want to do, which might be a few videos away, is actually find some tridents. I might have to like build a farm for that or something, because I see so few drowned as it is. I think what I want to do next video is make a frog-light farm. I've never actually made one, but I feel like there's been instances in building in the last few months where I thought, oh, I could use frog lights here, but I ended up just using like shroom lights or the sea lanterns, and kind of felt like I was compromising. So frog lights, that'll be next time. And then hopefully the video after that, if I can figure it out, I want to start making like big additions to the town. Not big as in, oh, here's a special build like a museum or something. I mean, like, I feel like I'm stuck in this town. And I want to flesh more of it out and make it feel like it's not just bits and pieces that I'm sticking together, and there's more like infrastructure and stuff. So yeah, I want to figure out some house designs and start populating the town a bit more. So I think that's where I'm going to leave it for this video. Let me know what you think about all the boats and the boathouse lore with the gangs and stuff. Oh, and before I sign off, yeah, I made a Twitter and Instagram account. Links in the description. I've barely posted anything so far, but they are there if you want to follow me there as well. But yeah, if you wouldn't mind helping me out on YouTube, maybe you could leave a like on the video. And if you want to join me on my world building journey here, maybe you could hit subscribe as well. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.